If you are working with a tight budget and you want a gaming Prebuilt PC that's going to deliver really good performance at 1080p resolution and even 1440p in some cases, then this video is going to be for you. I will show you 4 different gaming PCs that are going to be under $750 and for the price they are going to be amazing. I will also tell you what to expect in terms of average FPS for each of these PCs, that way you understand the level of performance in case you're a beginner. You will have the links to all of these PCs down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. The first one is the cheapest one at $430, and I have to say that most of these deals are Black Friday deals, so if you're watching this video after Black Friday, I do not know the price and how they are going to look like, but if you get one of these at Black Friday, you are going to be getting a really good deal. This one is the Big 15L with the i5 12400 and the Intel Arc A380. Then you get 8 gigs of RAM on dual channel and 256 gigs of SSD. I wouldn't recommend this PC for everyone. If you want to play at 1080p ultra settings, this is not for you, but if you want a starter PC that's going to deliver some solid gaming performance in games like Valorant, Fortnite, and this type of easy to run titles, or games like GTA 5 for example, this PC is going to be a really solid choice for the price. But once again, if you want to play games like Cyberpunk 2077 or Flight Simulator, this is not the right system for you and I would recommend you spending more. But if you want a functional PC that can do 1080p gaming with no issues, 60 plus FPS on average on medium settings, this is a really solid choice, especially if you are on a tight budget. Now the second option is the same PC, but you click on customize and buy and go and change the graphics card to the RTX 3050 with 8 gigs of VRAM. This change is gonna cost you $100 extra, but it's going to give you around 30 to 40% faster rasterized performance in gaming and a GPU with better drivers optimization. So if you have around $500, for $530 you can get the 3050, which is going to be a legit 1080p 60 plus FPS on average graphics card on high to ultra settings depending on the game. So you are going from a GPU that's really nice for 1080p medium settings 60 plus FPS to a GPU that can run more titles and is capable of 1080p 60 plus FPS on average on higher settings. I highly recommend you making this upgrade if you want a better system. And then if you even have more money to spend, for $590 you can upgrade the storage as well to 500 gigs of SSD, which is going to be enough to get you started. After that, if you have more money, I do recommend you buying another system or buying this one and upgrading RAM yourself, so it's cheaper and you get 16 gigs of RAM, which is going to be better for your PC overall. If you upgrade the RAM yourself, it's going to cost you around 35 to 40 bucks, and then the total price for this system is going to be around 620 to 630 bucks. Then if you have around $700 to spend, still under 750, you have 2 options once again from Amazon. The first one being the AVG PC Max Gaming Desktop. This one looks amazing. I love the aesthetics of this one, and you get the Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, a 1TB SSD, and you get the RTX 2060 Super, which is a nice 1080p gaming GPU even today. The 2060 Super is just slightly worse in terms of rasterized performance than the RTX 3060. So you will be getting 80 plus FPS on average at 1080p high to ultra settings, and if you want, you can play at 1440p depending on the game and depending on the settings. If you want to play easy to run titles at 1440p, you will have no issues, and once again, you can play those easier to run titles like Fortnite or Valorant at 140 plus FPS on average even at 1440p. And if you want to play games like NBA 2K, GTA 5, or even games like Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1440p, you will have no issues, and the total price for this system being $700 is a really solid deal. However, I think there's a better deal at the same price, and that one is the Empowered PC Gaming Desktop from Amazon again. This one has the Ryzen 5 5500, which is going to give you about the same performance as the Ryzen 5 3600, but this one has a newer architecture, and then you get the Intel Arc A750, which is slightly faster than the RTX 3060. It's going to be around 6 to 8% faster than the RTX 2060 Super, but it's much newer. Then you get 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigs of NVMe SSD. So for the same price, you are getting a slightly better performance in the GPU-CPU combo. It also has better reviews and newer architecture. In terms of gaming performance, it's just slightly better, but at the end of the day, it's better and it costs the same. The only thing that you don't get here that you get on the other system is the SSD. Here you get 500 gigs and on the other one you get 1TB. So if you're not willing to upgrade this yourself, you may want to consider the other PC. And you may want to consider the other PC as well if you like the aesthetics of the other one, because I think it looks amazing, and if you like RGB, that is going to be a no-brainer. So it really comes down to your needs and what you prefer on your gaming system. Overall, I think that for 1080p and even some light 1440p gaming, for $700 you are getting a great system in both cases. And remember, these are Black Friday deals, so after Black Friday, these PCs might be more expensive. I do recommend you checking the links in the description if you want to see the latest pricing available. And if you are willing to spend more money, I do recommend you watching my video on the best Black Friday Prebuilt gaming PCs. You will have that video in the top right of the screen where I cover every single budget. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.